Well, hello and welcome everyone. Danny Garola here with Stampin' the Pink Barn, coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. Ooh, yum. Ooh. My mom just brought me one of those lovely coffees like she does. And so this time she did coffee or some caramel with some cinnamon. She makes them so lovely and delicious. So we are here. Hello, Denise. We are here for the April's Paper Pumpkin Kit. This is called the Delicate Wings. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've had fun designing some of the cards that I've come up with for you guys. I will let you guys know that I kind of am in kind of a little funk in life right now. So I didn't do as well on these cards. These cards that I've created are more on the simple side. Normally I like to make a couple fun folds and do all those kinds of things. And I just couldn't get into it this time. Not because of this kit, let me tell you. But even like on my scrapbook page, it was just very kind of simple. So either way, they're still beautiful cards. I don't want to downplay the beautifulness of this, but today I've just been in this weird kind of mood, and God only knows we all get there in life and we all have those days. So just to let you guys know why my cards aren't as like wow like I normally do. They're just a little kind of on the simple side. Oh, wow. Now that coffee on the other hand, that's pretty awesome coffee. So yes, so this kit has some beautiful butterflies in it. It's got some gorgeous colors with it. We've got some champagne foil going on. And so yeah, it is a really beautiful kit, but I just wanted to throw that out to you guys that the cards that I created for this one just aren't as voila as I normally do. Just so you guys aren't like, what the heck happened to this girl? Hello, Ramona. I am feeling better. That's what I was just explaining is I think it's more of a reality that is now kicking into me. That things could be also real, but my son is really having a hard time with what's going on. And I think him coming and talking to me last night and having a real heart-to-heart with me, just kind of like, because the moms are always, we're supposed to be the strong ones, right? We don't let anything bother us. We don't let the kids see those kinds of things because I mean, I don't want to make things worse for my kids or make them feel some kind of some kind of way. So I always play like I'm the tough guy. Like nothing will happen to mom. Mom's like got the cape on, all that kind of stuff. So when he came and talked to me last night, I mean, he cried. And I think that is kind of what took me more into reality of what could be happening. I have not gotten any results back yet, but just from the way the doctor was kind of saying things, kind of put me in like a different kind of mindset than me going in thinking. And that could just be me. That could just be me like, overthinking things because let's be honest, I'm a female and we all overthink things. So yeah, so that's probably what it is. But yeah, just today I've just been in a real like kind of just a funk kind of mood. I've been trying to keep myself busy. That's why I went in and I played with this kit and all that kind of stuff. Hello, Kim. Hello, Frida. Just trying to keep myself busy because, you know, this waiting thing is kind of worse than me going in and having the procedure done. I will tell you guys that hurt like a mother. I will not lie. And so it was kind of funny. The doctor told me, he goes, so He goes, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you might come back and have this done again. And I was like, are you flipping kidding me? Like, no way. I can't go through this again. And he said, well, he goes, I'm going to tell you, if the test comes back unconclusive, you're going to have to come back, because then we have to aspirate again. And then we have to send it to a geneticist, and the geneticist will then see if you have cancerous cells in your blood or whatever. And then we would immediately just take it out anyways, because if we know that you have cancerous cells in your, down in your history, then we don't want to risk it becoming that. So I was like, oh my Lord. So, it's just one of those things that you're like, oh geez, I hope I don't have to go through that again. Like, they do the, is it like Novocaine that they do first? And that has like a burning sensation. And then what was the weirdest thing is he did the one side, because I have a really, really big one on the left side. That one didn't really hurt. But then there were two on the right side that he had to go past a muscle to find the other one to be able to aspirate it. And that's the one that I was like, oh my Lord. Like, that one was the killer. Because he said, he goes, it's going through that muscle. That's why you're feeling that. And I was like, oh God. But you know what? And he kept asking me, he goes, do you need a break? Do you need a break? And I go, no, just get her done. Like, don't mess around. We're not playing here. Don't keep this going longer than what it needs to. So just get in there and get it done. And absolutely, that's exactly what we were talking about, Frida, is out of any cancer that you can get, thyroid is probably, and I mean, I'm not trying to downplay cancer, but if you're going to get any of them, it is the most curable one, because they remove your thyroid. And like they said, it doesn't really spread. It can, but that takes quite some time for that to happen. So, and that's what I keep trying to explain to my son. I was like, it could be worse. Don't get me wrong. That this is probably the best case scenario if it's going to happen. So, I just kind of left it at that. And, I just kind of keep trying to let him know that it's all going to be okay, because he's a very emotional kid. So anyways, all right. So on to this Delicate Wings paper pumpkin. That's the one that we are going to be doing the 3 intended cards that is in this kit. And then I'm going to be doing my alternatives. I also have a 12 by 12 scrapbook page to share with you guys. But right now we are in the middle of the subscription for the May kit. So the May is the best there is. This is all about your Father's Day cards. It says, make cards for Father's Day and more to express your gratitude and admiration. Make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. You're going to get some pre-cut paper accent pieces and labels, wood grain textures, and masculine earthy tones. And this is going to coordinate with our Country Woods Designer Series paper that will be available on May 1st. So yeah, I can't wait for that one, because I have a really hard time making masculine cards. So I love it when we have a paper pumpkin that is more generated towards masculine cards, because then it kind of takes the guesswork out of me having to try to design them when they already do it for us. And with Father's Day right around the corner, it seems like the perfect time for those to come out. Speaking of Father's Day, that's actually the day that we plan on leaving and heading to the Northwest. So yeah, so that'll be good for my husband. My daughter's birthday is right after that. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Just to let you guys know, I still have my paper share. The registration is still open for this. If you want to know about the paper share and what paper share is included in this this year's paper share, you can head over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see a little column. If you scroll down, you'll see where it says paper share. Simply click on the paper share and it'll take you right in to this. So you can read all about that and you can register there for it. Also, you guys, we are down to less than a week for our last chance products. This ends on April 30th. So just know that you can get some of those items that are going to be retiring that will be no longer available. You're going to want to, if you go over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com, and you go to promotions, scroll down, you're going to see the 60% off for the last chance products. You can go in there and you can download. I have both catalogs. I have both of the PDFs on there for the last chance list. So you can see exactly what you're selling. I also put a video on there as well. That is kind of a walkthrough because myself, I'm more of a visual person than trying to read those lists. And especially the font small on the list and all that kind of stuff. So this way I've walked through the catalog showing you what are on for amazing deals, what you should and shouldn't, be looking at, things that are going to be carrying over from those catalogs. So just to let you guys know. All right, so that is all that. So we are going to get down to this gorgeous paper pumpkin that we are featuring for the month of April. This is no longer available to get, but if you are a paper pumpkin subscriber, you can get the refills in the store. And the Thanks and Beyond dies are still available because we do still have 2 more kits that this is going to coordinate with through this quarter. So yeah, very, very fun. I love these dies. I've actually been playing with them quite a bit today, seeing how they work, and I'll be showing you a lot about that. So let's go ahead and get into the 3 cards that were intended in this kit, and then I'm going to do my alternatives. So I can tell you guys right now that they kind of changed our little brochure. If you flip this over, if you remember, we used to have over here where it would show their different alternatives in that they had created for this kit. But I think they're now wanting you to go to the Paper Pumpkin website or join the Paper Pumpkin Facebook group. And that way you will be able to see all the different alternatives that everybody has created. Hello, Sheila. And it does show you over here what is all supplied in this kit. So you make sure you have everything you need. We are going to go ahead and do card number 1. So I'm going to set that aside so I can see what I'm doing here and get out all the pieces. So it looks like I'm going to need a piece of the champagne foil. I'm going to need this little butterfly right here. So you can see in this butterfly, only part of it is been die cut. So we're going to pull some of those little wings up just like so, because we want this to kind of pop up off of our page. That is going to go on top of that, and you'll see that beautiful champagne foil underneath that. Isn't that gorgeous? Our sentiment is already on there for us, so that's a plus. It says that we need to grab some of our little adhesive dots, and it says that we need to put those on. No, actually, it says we need these. We need our popped up embellishments. We're going to be using this card base. Now, this is basic gray with some of those beautiful champagne butterflies on that paper. Absolutely gorgeous. So on here, it says that we're going to need, they supply everything that you need. The only thing that I would say that you might want to have handy with this is a pair of snips, because they supply all of your different adhesives that you're going to need for this. So we need to pull out our tear and tape, because we are going to need that. And it says that we need to flip the champagne little piece over here. We need to add 6 of our dimensionals here. Just like so. Then on this piece here, we are going to take our Terran tape, and they say to run this across that. So I'm just going to place that right like so. Run it across and tear. That's why it's called Terran tape. Do the same thing over here. Run it across the top. Okay, make sure we push those down so they stay. I like to grab my take your pick tool, and that just peels off very nicely. Because if you don't have any fingernails, as I don't, because I break the heck out of the things, you kind of got to have a tool to pick those off, okay? Now it says we're going to place this on here. Just like so. Okay. And then all we do is we are going to take the backings off of this. Again, you can take your pick tool and pop those all off. Just like so. And then we're gonna flip this over, and this is going to get placed right in the center of this card base. And voila. What a simple and easy, beautiful card. Oh my goodness. That is just stunning. Oh, look at the shine of that. I'm always here for you. So the sentiment is great because it can be sent for so many different occasions that you need to send that for. So there is card number 1. Okay, now it looks like card number 2 is going to be we're gonna need this base here, which is white, with some of that champagne like splatters on it. We also need one of the little corner pieces here. Now, these envelopes are beautiful. So look at this. When you see this card sitting with that envelope, isn't that gorgeous? So it comes with 9 of the matching envelopes as well. Okay, so we're gonna need that. Then we need to get out our sheet of butterflies. Looks like we're going to need, one of these for our sentiment. And the color for this month is basic gray. So it comes with a couple cool little sentiment pieces here. So we're gonna use this one. We're going to need this little butterfly. We're gonna need one of these as well. Now these ones have some of that Moody Mauve along with the Lost Lagoon, and then you've got the champagne over the top of that. Then you get 2 sheets of, where's the other one? No, you get 2 sheets of these with your sentiments, and then you get 1 sheet of this with all these gorgeous butterflies. Now we need one of the big ones with this, okay? So it looks like that's what we need. We are going to need the sentiment that says everything will be okay. So that's right here. With your very first kit, you are going to get the acrylic block so you can mount your stamps on it. Okay, I brought over my large pad, but this is the basic gray Stampin' Spot that came in this month's kit, but I find it just a little bit easier since I have the basic gray in my large pad. I like to use that. So what it shows is our arrow is going to be facing towards the right. I'm going to ink up my sentiment here. Everything will be okay. Maybe I needed to hear that. Was that kind of just directed towards me? Maybe I need to give that card to my son. Okay, so it looks like that's all the stamping we need for that. And so we can now set that aside so it dries. We can go ahead and get our base folded. It's already pre-scored for us. What side do I like? I think I'm gonna go with this side. I have a hair that's stuck to me. Okay, this is going to go right like that. So now it shows us flipping all of our pieces over and using our tear and tape again. It shows us putting tear and tape on this corner piece here. So like that. Like so. And then we're gonna go down here. Okay, there's that. We're going to go across our sentiment piece here. Our butterflies. So this butterfly must overlap because they only show us putting the tear and tape there. And this one, it shows us putting it just on this top wing. So sometimes you really need to watch the way that they show you to place your adhesive, because typically it is so things can overlap each other, just to let you guys know that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and it says that we need to put our corner piece on and our sentiment first. Okay, like that. So we're going to place this right down here. Maybe I should open this. Okay, just like so. All right, and then we're going to take our sentiment. It looks like it's gonna go right up here. And that's gonna go right like that. And it looks like this butterfly is going to go first. And we will place it right along the seam of these two pieces. That looks like it's gonna go right like, maybe move it down just a skosh. Okay, that's gonna go there. This one is gonna go, right like that. And then this little one up here, it's a sign. Yes, I kind of felt that way. Okay, and then this one is just going to set right like that. Okay, there is card number 2. Oh, so gorgeous. Now, if you guys want to, you can always pop yours up and align those the way that you want them. You don't always have to do it exactly like they show, but I do this for the purposes of showing you exactly the way it's going to look from the kit. So again, if you see this with this beautiful envelope, oh, isn't that stunning? Beautiful. Okay, now card number 3. So we're going to need this piece here, which has 2 butterflies already on it. We are going to need our butterfly. Yes, and it does need some bling. You're right. So on my cards that I made, I actually have brought over, this is the Faceted Gems Trio Pack. These were in our mini Christmas catalog. They're actually coming back in the new annual catalog. And they've got some of those different colors of gray. You've got your basic gray up here. And I'm assuming this is probably like smoky slate. But then you've got the Lost Lagoon. So I brought these over because on my cards, I'm going to put a couple of these on there because I think they coordinate so well with the colors. Okay, so we need that. We need, where did I put, oh, there it is. I was going to say, I just took a stamp off. Where did I place it? Okay, we're going to need our little butterfly stamp. It looks like we are going to need, where did I put those? Oh, here it is. We're going to need this neat little shape banner. Our card base, we are going to be using the Lost Lagoon card base. So we're going to go ahead and fold and burnish that. Isn't that beautiful? Again, with those gold or the champagne butterflies on there. So what else do I need? Oh, we're going to need some of the little butterflies right here. So it looks like we are going to need the gray, one of the gray butterflies, one of each, I think. So we're going to need one of that, one of this, and then one of the Lost Lagoon ones, and then this one. Yep, that's them. Yep, that's right. I have 5 of them sitting there, right? Yep, okay. So we need to take this one. We need to stamp in our basic gray. This gorgeous butterfly. And it looks like it's going to go right like so. Right there. Okay. We also need to put our sentiment on. So it looks like they are using Surrounding You with Love. That says sending love and thoughts your way, surrounding you with love. Okay, so we're gonna stamp that. Right in here. Okay. All right. Now it shows this being popped up with our dimensionals. So it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, flipping this over. This gets 3. Okay, we're going to need our little mini glue dots. All right, so now it looks like we take this piece here, our little sentiment or banner, and that goes right in the center here, like that. Okay, now we need to take all these little butterflies and we need to put mini glue dots on them. Okay, this is gonna go, what is that noise? Oh, it's the printer. I was like, what is making that noise? That's fine. I thought there was something outside. I was like, what is coming through that window?
Of course, it's usually a one-pager and it's a 2.
Well, of course. Okay, it shows 2 and 2. And then same with that little one, but I'm gonna do 1 because I think 2 is kind of overkill. And then, aren't those pretty? Yeah, this is a nice kit. Okay, the big one shows them going this way. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get 2 on there. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do 1 because I can't get 2 of them on there. So this, we're gonna put here and here. Okay, just like that. Now we get to add these to this. And so let's flip them over so we can actually see which ones we're grabbing. All right, the gray one. Now I think I'm going to actually take these and bend the wings up. And this one's gonna go right there. We're gonna give it a little bit of lift. This one here goes right like that. The Lost Lagoon goes down here. This little pink one here, this is actually Moody Mauve. Will go right there. And then we've got this last little one here. And I'm gonna put it right there. Just like that. Isn't that cute? Oh, I'm digging all the little butterflies. And I like that they're all in different colors. Now this is gonna go right on the top of our card base. Just like that. Okay, and there you go. So, so gorgeous. Again, showing that with that envelope. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, you guys. This kit is really stunning. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my alternatives. And then it kind of just shows you right here what each one of them are going to look like when you get them all done up and the sentiments that you're going to need. So I'm going to set that aside and bring in the cards that I have kind of sort of created for you guys. All right, so I am using Basic Gray as my base. I'm going to burnish that. All right, this actually is going to go landscape style. So then I have a piece of smoky slate. Aren't those pretty together? Then I took my piece of envelope here and I cut down a piece. Now this is hold on. I think it's 1 7/8 by 5. Yep. Okay, that is going to go right on the bottom of this, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Then I took another piece of the envelope because then once I cut this off, I now have this whole piece left. So what I did is I just cut this piece off of here, and it is the same size. It is, no, it's actually, no, that's right. 1 3/8 or 1 7/8 by 5. And I was debating whether or not I wanted to leave it like that, but I took another piece. Let me grab my punch that I'm going to be using. I took another piece of this, cut off of that, the front part of this, because this is where the envelope would fold like that. And what I did was I took the stamp. So in this, you have a stamp right here that has all these little dots on it. So what I did was I took that and I took the, I'm going to flip this over and show you guys what I did. I took basic gray. And then I just lightly started tapping this, rotating it around. Just like that. So I just took the basic gray and just added, kind of made my own background paper, I guess you might say. Then with my scrap piece that I have, I am going to, so we had champagne paper way back in the day. And so I decided to take my champagne paper out and kind of start using some of it. So what I need to do for this is we have our double oval punch. So I'm going to use the decorative oval and use that as my kind of the back portion of this. But let's see, I need to slide this in here and maybe punch out just the oval. Now I need to find out if any of my sentiments are going to fit in there because I didn't look at that. So maybe that's not going to work. I mean, it looked good in theory, but I can use a different sentiment. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use a different sentiment. But I like the way that looks. So let me grab a different sentiment really quick. Just from something else. Or actually, yes, I do. I was going to say I can wait and do that later, but you guys need to be able to see it. I think this might work right here. Just the first one I grabbed. I'm going to use seasonal branches, and I think I'm going to use the happy birthday wishes or the get well wishes. If I can see if they're going to work. No, birthday wishes will not work. It's too long. So I'm going to do the get well wishes. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to do it in my basic gray. Stamp that like so. Then in this, using the same champagne, I'm going to take the dies the Thanks and Beyond dies that coordinate with this. And I am going to use both of these. Now, I didn't know this prior, but now I know that this does not cut all the way through. It leaves the wings cut, but the center will not cut through. You can take snips and cut it if you wish, but that's what you have this for. These both lay together like this. And then you want to take a piece of washi or your Post-it note or whatever you want to use to hold them together. You're going to run that through. I'm losing my voice. You're going to run that through the machine. When you do, you're going to get a piece that looks like this. So it's going to keep your border, but just your wings are going to be lifted out of that, as you can see. Then I took just this die and I die cut out of a piece of basic gray. I don't know where I put my scrap. I had it sitting here. Well, anyways, I did that out of a piece of scrap, and when you take that and you do it by itself, you have just a big butterfly image. So what I need to do is I'm going to adhere this to that basic gray. So just around the thicker border here. Okay, then that's going to go right on here. Okay, so now I'm going to pop those wings out so you can see that gray behind there. Then taking this is going to go on the bottom. This is going to go up here, like so. So before I get those, well, I guess I can go ahead and do that. I also have this ribbon that I haven't even opened, but it is the gray granite, and it looks really good with this. All these different tones of gray. This is not available. This is something old that I've had, but clearly I never really used it. So we're going to use it now. Oh yeah, that'll go good. So let's adhere this there. And then that one will go up there. All right. Now this piece, maybe I did grab gray granite, is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and that's gonna set right like that. But I want to cover this seam in between here, and that's when I'm going to be bringing in this ribbon. So those of you guys who have been with Stampin' Up! For a while, you might already have this ribbon. All right, I need to grab a couple pieces of tape. And I'm just going to cover that seam up with my tape, or with my ribbon. Loop it around the back. Again with another piece of tape. Hello, Susan. Hello, Laura. Welcome, you guys. So that is going to go like so. I do want to get these adhered together. So this is just going to go right on that more decorative oval, my little scalloped oval. Okay, now I was telling you guys that these are coming back in the new catalog. So you may have these from the mini, or these were part of our holiday mini catalog and are returning. So I think, what should we do in the middle of that? I think the darker, well, let's see. Oh, come on. Yeah, that one looks good in there. I think I'm gonna do that one right in the center. Whoops. Oh, geez. Come on. I'll place that right in the center of my butterfly, just to add a little bit more bling. And then my butterfly is going to go right there. My sentiment is going to go up here, just like that. So let me pop my butterfly up. What did I do with, oh, there they are. So I'm gonna do one there and one there. I'm just gonna place that right like so. Do I want that popped up? I think I'm gonna adhere that straight down. I don't think I want that popped up because my butterfly is more of my focal. So that's gonna go right there. Okay, and then that whole piece is gonna go directly onto my basic gray. Oh, beautiful. Yes, they are very classy. These would be beautiful for even like wedding cards. I know some of the sentiments that come in it are more of like a get well, sending somebody, you know, love, everything will be okay. But you could really make some beautiful like wedding cards or anniversary cards, just change up the sentiment. So there is one of my alternatives. Okay, so let's do another one here. This one is using Pretty Peacock as my base. Then I have a piece of our new basic beige, which is the color of our envelopes. Oh, let me show you this card with that envelope. This actually will be folded towards the back, just so you guys can see. So that's how that would look with that envelope. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Then I took the Lost Lagoon. I took one of my bases, so the base that looks like this, I took it and I cut that down, and this is just gonna go right in the center here. Then what I think I'm going to do is I was trying to decide what sentiment that I wanted to use. Surrounding You with Love, or we have, where's the other one? Everything Will Be Okay. Or there's one more sentiment. And where did I put my stamp set? Oh, here it is. This one is Sending Loving Thoughts Your Way. I'm going to use that because we haven't used that one yet. But I'm going to do that in Lost Lagoon. Or actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do it in Pretty Peacock. I'm going to stamp that. But what I want to do is I want to get this put on here first. So we're going to use some dimensionals and pop this up. I think I might want to bring in another little piece of this to go right around the center. Okay, no, I don't. Because I don't have any gray going on in this card. So nope, I don't want to use that. Never mind. Okay, that is going to go on there. Okay, this is going to get set right here. Watching all my sides. Okay. Then, like I said, I'm going to stamp the Sending Loving Thoughts Your Way in Pretty Peacock. Okay. Then, let's not lose my little butterflies here. That is going to go on there. I was going to just leave it just like that. We can always take a couple of our butterflies. We could do another one of those butterflies like this, but that's too much. No, I'm going to leave it alone because I think it looks good just the way it is. So let's go ahead and adhere this. We can add a couple of our little blings to it. Again, staying on the simple side. All right, where did I put the, here they are. I think we might come in with some of these. And go like that. There we go. So there is another card, and again, showing that with the envelope. Yes, the Pretty Peacock really goes well with that Lost Lagoon. I love those two colors together. It's just two different tones of that color. So there is that one. So card number 2 for that. Then I'm going to show you the third card. So with the third card, I brought in a piece of basic beige, which again is that new color. I think this is too big though. I think I didn't cut it down. Oh, no, that's right. But I do need to score it. So score at 4 1/4. Okay, then I took that white base and I simply cut it in half. So that would have been that base, and I just cut it down to fit my card, which is 3 1/4 by 5. Then I have, oops, I have my card going the wrong way. And then I took another piece, like I said, I cut that blue, or the Lost Lagoon base up. This is gonna go across the center. Then I took a piece of white scrap and I stamped my butterfly in my Moody Mauve and used this piece, and I die cut that out. I tried a couple of different things, so I'm just going to show you guys what I did. So I took this same image, so I die cut it out of this first. Then I decided, I wonder what it would look like if I took this piece and die cut out of it. So that's what I got. And so now those little pieces are open. Then I took a piece of the So Dazzled paper, and I thought, I wonder what it would look like if I sat that on that, which that's what you get if you put a piece of that So Dazzled behind there, because that is in the champagne, which you can kind of see that behind there, but I didn't like all that on what we already have going here. Then I took a solid piece of my Moody Mauve and did both pieces, and then tried to do this again on just a solid piece just to see what I thought. It's doable, but again, too much on this card. It was just overkill. And then I thought, well, I wonder if I was to try it with a piece of vellum. So I'm just showing you guys alternatives to backings for these little things, for these little butterflies. Same with this. You could do just a piece of vellum like that. And then that kind of tones things down. Or I did it also, that same one, I did it in the Lost Lagoon. And I think I'm going to use both of these after coming to the conclusion of playing around with this stuff. I think I liked it like this. And then I need to decide, I think I'm going to use this little sentiment border here. And I think I like that on that. Yep, I like that. And then again, coming up with what sentiment we're gonna use. I'm gonna actually stamp this in Moody Mauve. Okay, that's not gonna work. So I think we're gonna do surrounding you with love. Yep. All right, so let me clean this off. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this adhered on here. I like the one you have now, but without the background. Which one? This one right here without the background? Without this piece? I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'm loving the white with the beige, but that other card, like right here, has the white and the beige, and it kind of works. But I was kind of, at first when I saw them together, I was like, I don't know if I like that. No, the butterfly top. This one. So you like this piece with no background. Like when I tried to do just the plain. Is that what you're saying? That this one would look better without the dots on it? Yeah, so there you go. If you have this kit, try playing around with it. Try, point to the pre-cut ones. I like the one you have, but without the background. This one. That one? Or this one? I don't know, you can have so much fun with all of these. Okay, I'm gonna pop this up. And I have a hair that keeps touching me and it's driving me bonkers. Okay, let's go ahead. You like this one without the background or this one without the background? Because if I said Moody Mauve, They're both Moody Mauve. So the only reason why I was trying to put a background behind it is, I'll show you, because if I was to take this and if I was to put it on here, see how you're gonna see the line of the paper? That's the only one, oh, that's the only reason why I went with using a background. Because if you can see, I know it looks like I'm really far away. What do you think? Like, see the line of the paper going through the back of it? Does that look funny? Or do you kind of like that? Is it okay if I was to keep the line going through it? What I was actually going to do is I was just going to use this one and just pop them up like that. You do like this one? All right, well then we can leave it like that. And then just do one of each on there. Or I can even bring in some of those little ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this on. Okay, so this is gonna go on here, like so. And then, should we do that one? Yeah, we can do that. But what I'm going to do, is I think if I try to pop that up, I think it might look better popped up. So I'm just gonna take one dimensional and I'm just going to put it right in the center of that. And I see that I have a piece that didn't get poked out. And I'm gonna go like that. We're gonna place that right like so. And then this one, I think I wanna turn it that way. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna pop that one up. I'm gonna kind of bend the wings a bit and put that one right down here. Now, that being said, we've got all these little butterflies to do things with. Now, I don't know if it would be overkill if I try to add other butterflies. I think it might be. I think if I just leave it alone, it's better. Because I like to get a little carried away and then I take the whole integrity of the card away. Okay, where did my little blingies go? Should we do some of these or no? Leave it alone. Whoops, I lost my butterfly. Maybe I can do... No, I'm gonna leave it alone because we've got the Moody Mauve on there. I don't think I'm gonna put any of those on there because they don't really go. All right, so there is card number 3. So let me bring in the cards before I get to my scrapbook page. Where did I put my, oh, here it is. Let me put these back on here so I don't lose them. Now, another thing that you could do is because these dies are so fantastic, I was thinking we could have actually taken the thanks die and we could have added the thanks to one of these cards. Like I could have put the word thanks down here and brought out some more of this, but this one I really just wanted to show off this paper. So, okay, here are my alternatives as far as cards are concerned. So there are my 3 alternative cards. Okay. Then I'm going to show you guys the intended cards one more time. So there are the cards that are intended for this kit. And then I'm gonna get some of this stuff moved out of the way so I can bring my scrapbook page in. Okay. All right. Let me get this. So for my base, I am using my basic white. For my next layer, I have taken a piece of the basic gray and I cut it down to 11.5 by 11.5. Okay, then I took, oh, that's where I did with the rest of the card base. I took the card base and I cut that down. I'm going to put that right like so. Then I took a piece of that champagne foil and that's gonna go there, but I'm gonna cut this because we don't need, we don't need this length. Just like that. So that's gonna go there. And then I took another little one, which is gonna go right there with a piece of that pretty peacock, just right in the center of it. And then I can find a sentiment that I want to focus on. And I think I might do either the embossing or, yeah, something like that. My first photo mat, this is gonna fit a 4x6. That's gonna go right there. This one is going to fit a 3.5 by 3.5 by 4 photo for that one. This one here is going to fit a 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 photo. That's gonna go right like that. Then I get to decorate. We get to go crazy and decorate with all of our butterflies. I think I was going to use this butterfly right here. And I was going to have it kind of being the, I think that's the one that I want to use. I'm not sure yet. So this is where playing around kind of comes on into happening. And I just want to take some of these other ones, maybe put that there, that there. Now you get where I'm going with this. I want them to kind of spread out. I'll probably go like 2 or 1, 2, and then 3s, and then, you know what I'm doing. I want them to spray out as I'm going, and they will kind of trickle into this photo mat. Maybe not so uniformed, but you know what I'm saying. And this will be like the big one, or I can bring in this one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with it because you guys know how I like to just show you kind of the premise of what I've come up with. I might even bring in a couple of, where'd that other one go? Like even bring another one in down at the bottom. I'm not sure. I gotta play around and obviously get everything adhered, but I like to show you guys what I have created, and then I like to go home and adhere everything and really kind of fiddle around with it. But I do like to get your guys's thoughts, because you guys like to give me great ideas. So what do you see when you're looking at this? What do you see happening? Like what am I missing when I am doing this? I know I'm missing a sentiment, and I'm not sure. Oh, thank you, Frida. You're so sweet. I was really feeling like I wasn't with it when I created those cards. So I was really kind of feeling bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I almost feel like I was letting you guys down. Unless I take this and just kind of put that across there. and I can put a sentiment. I think I'm going to actually take our die cut letters, and I think I might put something up there. Too many little butterflies. Okay. So what if I just took, instead of going all up there, what if I just took a few butterflies and just kind of put them rando? And either put that big one there. I do want a few of the, with the Moody Mauve, just to add a little bit. Does that look better with spreading them out? Or does that not look good either? Put another one right above the big one. So should I move this one down? Or should I use another one of these little Moody Mauves and maybe put that up like that? Or is that too much? Or just move this, oops. Just take that one. Two little ones, okay. So maybe like that? What do you guys think of that? Ew, get rid of this. A little bit higher. Okay. Maybe is it this gray one? That's better? Okay. Well, I will leave it like that, and I will go mess around with what I'm going to put for my sentiment. I'm not sure if I want to add, I kind of like this darker. Maybe I might put a couple of these going down this butterfly just to give it a little bit of pop. Maybe. Don't care for that. Okay, like that. So then maybe just do a sentiment in here with either I can do white, since I have a white background. What do you guys think if I did a white sentiment and I did it with, embossing powder, like white embossing powder in this little thing. Put them spaced on the ribbon along this thing, on this piece of foil. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I'll do white embossing. Okay, that's a good thought. Yeah, I think you're right, because this doesn't really go with that. That's why I almost feel like, is this butterfly like out of place? Should I use, oh crap, what did I do with it? Should I use this butterfly instead because it's got, or does the bigger butterfly? Why does my lighting look like it's so bright? It seems, oh, you know why? It's because I have the window open. So it's like messing with the lighting of my phone. Put the sequence on there. Okay, cool. So should I do the blue ones? Look, if I take this thing off of here, then you guys can see it. Oh, shoot. I'm throwing them around. Ugh, that one's stuck. So look, what if I took a couple of the blue ones and did like 5 of them across there? Ooh, I think I like the blue on that because then it really kind of grabs the Lost Lagoon out of this. All right, that's a great idea. All right, I'll do that. So when I go to adhere everything, I will put, you do like the smaller butterfly. Okay, all right. And I will take all of these and I will make their wings kind of pop up. Perfect. All right, you guys, I think we've got it. So now I just gotta not touch it till I get home. All right, then I think the smaller butterfly, because again, going back to who just said that, Maria, or Marie, how you said that you didn't like the the beige up there. I think that's what was kind of deterring me away from this one too, because it had the beige in it, and I don't have any beige on this paper, on this particular layout. So I think that was kind of throwing it off too. All right, cool. Looks like I have a pretty fantastic looking scrapbook page here. Thank you guys for helping me out. Like I said, I was just not in a, like my brain is so elsewhere that I wasn't really, yes, I am going to take a picture before I move it. I have to do that. I actually put my layouts in a scrapbook. I have a 12 by 12. Well, it's actually bigger than a 12 by 12, but I have a bunch. I bought, oh my goodness, I think it was back, God, I don't even know how many years ago it was. I actually got into scrapbooking before I ever did card making. So I have so many prepaid scrapbook pages that are like, they don't have photos in them because I just have never gotten around to getting photos put in it. But when I started having kids, I knew I wanted to do scrapbooks for them. So I have like a million pictures on my phone that when I take them, I have the purpose for them, knowing the scrapbook page that I have for them. But I just need to just print them out. That's what I pretty much need to do. And I need to get them on there. But I have some really cool, oh, absolutely. I should show it to you. Yeah. I've got, I don't have them over here at my mom's house, but I've got the whole top of my closet is covered in scrapbooks. Because I did like certain themes like Christmas, the family Christmas. I have in one where my scrapbook page actually is Christmas like themed on the outside. I have ones that when my kids were born, I did like through their years of schooling and all that kind of stuff with their school photos. And then when we would go to amusement parks like Disneyland and where else did we go? Oh, Universal Studios and all those things. I have got pages put together with those in mind, knowing that the pictures need to go on there. Then when we go to the beach, I've got a ton of like different beach ones. I actually used one of our, I have a really cool layout. What was that? Something Fun in the Sun. I think that was the name of the paper pumpkin kit. That I love that scrapbook page that I did. It had like a half circle with, I did the crumb cake and I tore the crumb cake and I made layers of sand. And then I think I used some Sierra sand and then I used a little bit of, was it early espresso? I don't know. I kind of mixed the browns together where it looked like it was sand. And it's the one that has the Adirondack like chair and it had the umbrella. And then there was like a little crab. That one was really cute. I like that one. And that one I had in mind of doing our kind of family photo when we went to San Diego to put on that one. So I haven't put the picture in it yet, but you can go back and you can look at all of my, if you go over to my stampinthepinkbarn.com and you go to my paper pumpkin, you can go back and you can see all of my paper pumpkins that I have done throughout the years that I have created my scrapbook pages for, if you want to see more of my scrapbook pages. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I totally appreciate you guys helping me create this because my mind was, I was having a brain fart. Let's just be honest. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Have a very, very wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. And I will see you guys back here on Monday. All right, you guys, bye-bye.